affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service that they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace.
Oh, I see how you think now.
We all agree on the need to better secure the border and to punish employers who choose to hire illegal immigrants. We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law, and they are showing disregard for those who are following the law. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked.
Yeah, complete hypocrite.
Problem. Mexican government's policies are pushing migration forward. There isn't any sensible approach except to do what we need to do simultaneously. Secure our borders with technology, personnel, physical barriers if necessary in some places, and we need to have tougher employer sanctions, and we need to try to incentivize Mexico to do more.
And you're the worst of them all. Isn't it an amazing coincidence that every time something truly important happens in the news, the liberal Democrats have to plan a distraction? With the IG report coming out last week and congressional hearings that started on Monday, we are finally seeing these criminals in the deep state, FBI, Justice Department, and other three-lettered agencies being exposed for the treasonous scum that they really are. But the Democratic commies can't have people seeing that, so they start screaming about the illegal alien children being held in migration centers, claiming all kinds of garbage, like they are Nazi death camps and they're being torn out of their arms of their sobbing parents and separated from them like some sort of dystopian nightmare scenario. Please. Out of the roughly 12,000 children being held, around 10,000 didn't even have a parent with them. I find this scene equivalent to several police officers responding to a disturbance, and there just so happens to be a lady screaming to them that her cat is stuck in a tree. All the while, her criminal companions are robbing the bank behind her. And that is what magicians call misdirection, and the Democrats use it frequently. Not that their tricks work on anyone using the slightest amount of cognitive skills, just the brainwashed masses that watch mainstream media and believe whatever crap BuzzFeed, Vice, or Facebook is spewing that day. The other propaganda that the liberal dribble is their favorite, division, which I suppose fits here as well. They even have the nerve to have fellow politicians interfere with a congressional hearing about this IG report and start to spout off about migration.
In today's hearing, as a reminder to our guests, the rules of the House of Representatives prohibit any disruption or manifestation of approval or disapproval of the proceedings, such as shouting. Inspector General Horowitz,
Mr. Chairman,
we will do our open. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, before we hear from the Inspector General, I feel compelled to say something about a topic that is a more immediate priority. We have all seen the pictures of immigrant children ripped apart from their parents at the border. These children are not animals. They are not bargaining chips. They are not leverage to help President Trump build his wall. They are
Virginia's requested regular order.
Delay. Thank you,
Gentlemen from New York, as they given more time than would have been afforded the other side had we pulled something like that. So with that, we will welcome you, Mr. Horowitz, for what I think is a hearing on your Inspector General report into decisions made and not made in 2016. We will be in recess until the Capitol Police restore order.
See, that's what sealed the deal for me. And then shortly after, the room full of people began to protest. This makes me sick. These people don't care about these families. They don't even care about American families, much less somebody from another country. If they cared about families, they would have been in support of destroying over 60 million families for every abortion they've committed and supported. If they cared, they would have come up with a plan for immigration 3 presidents ago, but they didn't. Didn't care when Obama was separating children and putting them on buses. They just disappeared somewhere. He just turned them over to child traffickers, but no one said anything, just crickets. These people have recently gloated about how they have destroyed the nuclear family. They hate America, they hate our president, and they would prefer nuclear war with Korea than peace as long as Trump loses. Bill Maher was recently quoted as saying he prays that the economy crashes so that Trump will look bad. These people hate America. And as far as I'm concerned, they're traitors, saboteurs, and are all guilty of many acts of sedition. If they cared about these children, they should be happy that they were separated from their worthless parents who allowed them to come here alone with some coyote, a person who traffics in people for huge sums of money that these people cannot afford by normal means. They pay to take a dangerous several thousand-mile trek, which includes being crowded onto a train, passing through cartel territory, and blazing deserts with no food and water. Any one of these things deadly on its own, so that us stupid Americans could spend $35,000 a year to take care of their kid, when the average American only spends a third of that on their own children. The only thing these Democrats think about when they see these people is their vote. These leftist loony communists would sooner step on them than to look at them as long as they got that vote, and it just so happens to be election year, and the only other party line they're running is on hate Trump. What a worthless group. I can't even think of a single kind thing to say about these types of people. Either they are the high priests of the satanic belief system and seek only power and world dominance, or they are the brain-damaged, militant feminist, soy boy screaming layperson who can't even have a conversation with anyone with different ideas without spouting out every form of ad hominem attack you can think of that deals with racism, sexism, or some ism. Our country is being rocked by the most political scandal to ever happen in the history of this country, a Watergate on steroids and crystal meth. But they keep on charging like some zombie out of a bad horror movie to gaslight the Americans who took the blue pill and kamikaze attack those who are awake like some doped up flock of PCP crazed monster. And everyone should wake up because this is the first wave of a civil war. And if justice doesn't come soon, I can honestly tell you that I and many other Americans can already hear the echoes from the first shots being fired. This is Matthew Logan from Infowars.com.